Bad credit can feel like a heavy chain wrapped around your life, you know? It's this invisible weight that you carry everywhere, a constant reminder of financial struggles that holds you back from the future you want to build. Every time you think about making a big move, buying a home, starting a business, even just planning a vacation, you can almost hear the rattle of those chains, telling you it's not possible. And it can feel like a judgment, a label that follows you everywhere. It's not just a number on a report, it becomes a brand. You start to feel like every lender, every landlord, every salesperson sees that label before they see you. It can even change how you see yourself, leading to a cycle of shame and anxiety that's hard to break. When you have a low credit score, simple things become hard. The everyday financial tools that other people take for granted suddenly feel like they're locked behind a gate you don't have the key for. Getting a decent car loan feels impossible. You're not just denied, you're often pushed toward predatory lenders who charge sky-high interest rates. You end up paying thousands more for the same car, or you're forced to settle for something unreliable just to get by. Renting a good apartment becomes a struggle. Landlords run credit checks, and a low score can mean an automatic rejection. You might find yourself paying multiple application fees only to be turned down, or being asked for a massive security deposit or a cosigner, which isn't always an option. Even getting a new cell phone plan can turn into a headache. The best deals are often reserved for those with excellent credit. You might be required to pay a hefty deposit or be funneled into more expensive prepaid plans without the same perks. It's frustrating and embarrassing. It can make you feel trapped. You see friends and family moving forward, buying homes and achieving their goals, and you feel like you're stuck in place, punished for past mistakes. But I am here to tell you, straight up, that this feeling is not the truth. That sense of being trapped is an illusion, and those chains can be broken. Your credit score is not a reflection of your worth as a person. It doesn't measure your kindness, your intelligence, your work ethic, or your value to your family and community. It is just a number with a story about your relationship with debt. And like any story, it has a past, a present, and a future. Maybe you hit a rough patch, a job loss, a medical emergency, a divorce. Life happens. These events aren't line items on a credit report, but they are the real reasons behind the numbers. Sometimes the numbers don't show the whole picture of your struggle and your character. They don't show the tough choices you had to make or the resilience you've shown just to get through it. The good news, you are the author of the next chapter. You can change the story. The past is written, but the future is yours to create, starting today. Bad credit is not permanent. It's a temporary problem with a clear, straightforward solution. It's not a life sentence. Think of it as a financial challenge that you have the power to overcome. You don't need magic. You need a plan and the discipline to follow it. It's about taking small, consistent steps, one after another, that build momentum over time. Let's get one thing straight right now. To fix the problem, you first have to understand it. So, what exactly is this number that holds so much power? Your score tells lenders how you've handled borrowed money in the past. That's it. It's a risk assessment tool. Lenders use it to predict the likelihood that you will pay back future debts on time. A higher score means lower risk to them. A lower score means higher risk. It's a financial report card, not a character reference. And just like a report card, it shows areas of strength and areas that need improvement. It's not a judgment of you as a person. It's an objective summary of your financial data. It's built from 5 main ingredients, and each one has a different weight. The most important, making up about 35% of your score, is your payment history. Do you pay your bills on time? Next, at 30%, is your credit utilization. How much of your available credit you're using. Then comes the length of your credit history at 15%, your mix of different credit types like credit cards and loans at 10%, and finally, new credit applications, also at 10%. Understand this, and you're in the driver's seat. Knowledge is power, and by understanding how these 5 pieces fit together, you can stop feeling like a passenger in your own financial life. You can grab the steering wheel and start making strategic decisions that will directly improve your score and, more importantly, your financial freedom. This is where your new story begins. Let's tackle one of the most persistent and damaging myths in personal finance: the idea that checking your own credit score makes it go down. This single piece of misinformation is responsible for so much unnecessary anxiety and inaction. It's a belief that keeps countless people in the dark about their own financial standing, preventing them from taking the first, most crucial step toward improving it. To be crystal clear, this is just plain wrong. The fear it creates is a barrier, a wall between you and the information you need to make empowered decisions. It fosters a sense of helplessness, as if your financial health is a fragile thing that can be broken just by looking at it. But knowledge isn't the enemy here. Ignorance is. Believing this myth is like refusing to look at your car's gas gauge because you're afraid of what it might say. You know you've been driving for a while, but you'd rather not know if you're about to run out of fuel. It's a terrible idea. You wouldn't get very far, and the consequences of running empty on the highway are far worse than the simple act of glancing at the dashboard. The same logic applies directly to your finances. You absolutely need to know where you stand. Your credit score is a vital sign of your financial health. Avoiding it doesn't change the number. It only robs you of the opportunity to understand it and, more importantly, to improve it. In the world of credit, ignorance is expensive. It costs you in the form of higher interest rates, rejected applications, and missed opportunities. That's why the first rule of taking control is to check your credit report and score regularly. Make it a habit, like checking your email or your bank balance. This isn't a once-a-decade task. It's an ongoing part of managing your financial life. So, where does this widespread confusion come from? It stems from a misunderstanding between two different types of credit inquiries: soft inquiries, also known as soft pulls, and hard inquiries or hard pulls. They sound similar, but their impact on your score is completely different. Soft pulls are your best friend in this process. These happen when you check your own score through a credit monitoring service, when a current creditor reviews your account, or when a company sends you a pre-approved credit card offer in the mail. Think of it as a background check that you initiate or that doesn't involve a new application for credit. These soft inquiries are only visible to you on your credit report, and, crucially, they do not affect your score in any way. Let me repeat that. You can check your own credit score every single day if you want, and it will not lower it by a single point. In fact, it's a smart and proactive habit. Regular check-ins help you spot potential fraud or errors early, track your progress as you build better habits, and stay motivated on your journey to a healthier score. Seeing that number tick upward is a powerful reward. Hard pulls, on the other hand, are the ones you need to be mindful of. A hard inquiry happens when you formally apply for new credit. This is when a lender pulls your report to make a lending decision. Common examples include applying for a mortgage, a car loan, a student loan, or a new credit card. You have to give the lender explicit permission to do this. A single hard inquiry will typically only cause a small temporary dip in your score, usually less than 5 points. 1 or 2 here and there won't tank your score. However, a large number of hard inquiries in a short period can be a red flag for lenders. It might suggest you're in financial distress or trying to take on more debt than you can handle, which makes you appear riskier. So, apply for new credit strategically, not impulsively. Now, let's talk about your full credit report. It's essential to get your reports from all 3 major credit bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, at least once a year. Why all 3? Because lenders don't always report your account information to all of them. One report might contain an error or an outdated account that the others don't. To get a complete picture of your credit history, you need to see what each bureau is saying about you. And here's the best part: you can do this for free. Federal law entitles you to 1 free copy of your report from each bureau every 12 months through the official website, annualcreditreport.gov. There's no catch. This is your right as a consumer. Don't just download these reports and file them away. Read them line by line. Understand them. Check for accounts you don't recognize, late payments that are listed incorrectly, or personal information that's out of date. These reports are your personal financial blueprint. Use them as your roadmap to a better financial future. They show you exactly what lenders see and highlight the specific areas you need to work on. To understand why this all matters so much, put yourself in a lender's shoes. If a friend borrowed money from you and never paid it back, would you keep lending to them? Probably not. Lenders think the same way, just at a massive scale. Your credit score is their primary tool for quickly assessing that risk. It's a summary of your financial trustworthiness. Lower scores suggest higher risk to lenders. This translates directly into real-world consequences for you. You can see outright denials for loans and apartments, or you might get approved but with sky-high interest rates that can cost you thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars over the life of a loan. A good score saves you real money. Remember, your score is not a judgment of your character. It is simply a summary of your past financial actions. It's a reflection of your payment history, how much debt you carry, and how long you've been managing credit. The powerful truth is that when you change your actions, the score inevitably follows. Improving your credit doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, consistency, and work. But it is not a mystery locked in a vault. There's no secret handshake. It's a logical system. A series of smart, deliberate choices, paying bills on time, keeping balances low, and being patient will absolutely move that number up. The past is the past. Whether your history includes late payments, high debt, or just a lack of credit experience, you cannot change what has already been reported. Your focus now is on the future. It's about building a new, better financial history, starting today. One on-time payment, one smart decision, one credit check at a time. Here's another piece of terrible advice. Pay off a card. Close it to improve your score. Sounds logical. Fewer accounts, less temptation, better score. Unfortunately, it's not true. Closing old accounts can hurt your score. Length of credit history matters. Close an old line and you shorten your average age. You look less experienced. Your score can drop. It's like tearing out the first chapter of a good book. Another key factor, credit utilization. Your balance is divided by your limits. 2 cards, $5,000 each. Total limit, $10,000. Owe $3,000. Utilization is 30%. Close 1 card, your limit halves, but you still owe $3,000. Your utilization shoots to 60%, a huge red flag. If the card has no annual fee, keep it open. Use it once in a while for something small, then pay it off immediately. That preserves your history and your available limit. Consider closing only if the annual fee isn't worth it. Otherwise, let those old accounts work for you. Fixing credit isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. Every steady step moves you closer. You can do this. It's time to take back control of your money and your future. Let's get started. Now that we've busted the myths, here's what actually causes bad credit. Late or missed payments. Payment history is about 35% of your score. The fix: pay every bill on time, every month. Set up autopay to protect your history. High balances. Utilization is roughly 30%. Aggressively pay down debt. Create a budget, find extra money, chip away at balances. Best utilization: 0. Other causes: a short history, too many new applications, and plain errors on your report. Build slowly with a secured card. Only apply when necessary. Check and dispute mistakes. Fixing credit isn't one grand gesture. It's small habits done consistently, like getting in shape. First, a written, zero-based budget every month. Non-negotiable. Tell every dollar where to go. With a plan, you're in control. Bills, debt, savings, all get aligned. Second, automate your payments. Life gets busy. Autopay is your safety net. You can always pay more later. Autopay protects the most important part of your score. Third, attack debt with intensity using the debt snowball. Minimums on all, every extra dollar to the smallest, then roll it forward. Small wins fuel momentum until you're debt-free. Finally, check your reports yearly. Schedule them. Read line by line. Dispute errors in writing, budgeting, automating, attacking debt, checking reports. These are the foundation of a healthy financial life. Sometimes, the damage to your credit isn't just a few late payments. It's bigger, more severe. We're talking about major financial events that can shake your world to its core. accounts sent to collections, a car repossession, a home foreclosure, or even the declaration of bankruptcy. Each of these carries a significant weight, not just on your credit report, but on your life and your sense of security. A collection notice can feel like a constant, harassing reminder of a past struggle. A repossession can leave you without essential transportation, disrupting your ability to work and live. A foreclosure means losing a home, a place of memories and stability. And bankruptcy, while a tool for a fresh start, is a complex legal process that leaves a deep and lasting mark for up to a decade. Facing any of these can feel like a financial death sentence, a final judgment that you'll never get ahead again. It's easy to fall into a cycle of shame and hopelessness, believing that doors to future opportunities, like buying a home, getting a car, or even just securing a good interest rate, are closed forever. But it is absolutely crucial to understand this. It's not the end. It is a setback, a serious one, but it is not a permanent state. You can recover. You can rebuild. It requires patience, a clear strategy, and the belief that your past financial mistakes do not have to define your future. Let's start with collections, one of the most common major hits. The first rule is to take control of the conversation. Always communicate in writing. This creates a paper trail that protects you. When a debt collector contacts you, your first step should be to send a written request for debt validation. Under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, they are legally obligated to prove that the debt is yours and that they have the legal right to collect it. This simple step can sometimes resolve the issue entirely if the collector has incomplete records or has purchased debt they can't legally validate. If the debt is proven to be valid and you have the cash available, you can often negotiate a settlement for less than the full amount owed. But be very clear on this point. Get the settlement agreement in writing before you send a single dollar. And remember, paying a collection account changes its status on your report to paid collection. It doesn't erase the negative history of the collection itself, which will still remain for 7 years from the original delinquency date. However, a paid collection looks significantly better to future lenders than an unpaid one. These heavy hitters, bankruptcies, foreclosures, repossessions, stay on your report for years. A Chapter 7. Bankruptcy for 10, and most other negative items for 7. There is no magic trick or secret credit repair loophole that can instantly erase them. The only true cure is a combination of two powerful forces: time, which gradually lessens their impact, and the consistent addition of positive new information to your credit file. This is where you take back control. You have to rebuild from the ground up, creating a new foundation of financial stability. This starts with the fundamentals we've discussed. Live on a written, realistic budget. Know where every dollar is going. Next, prioritize saving an emergency fund of at least $1,000. This is your buffer against future unexpected expenses, preventing you from falling back into debt. Finally, you must begin to reestablish a positive payment history. How do you do that when your credit is damaged? You use specific tools designed for this purpose. A secured credit card is an excellent option. You provide a small security deposit, which typically becomes your credit limit. Use this card for a small, planned purchase each month, like gas or a streaming subscription. And most importantly, pay the balance in full and on time every single month. Another great tool is a credit builder loan, where you make payments into a locked savings account, and once you've paid the loan in full, the funds are released to you. Both report your positive payments to the credit bureaus. Here's the encouraging part. Lenders and scoring models weigh your most recent history more heavily than your distant past. While that bankruptcy from 5 years ago is still on your report, it matters far less than your perfect payment record for the last 2 years. 2 clean years of on-time payments and responsible credit use can begin to significantly outweigh the damage from old, major negative events. Your new positive habits start to tell a more compelling story. A story of recovery and reliability. I know this can all sound overwhelming, especially when you're just starting. The idea of 7 years, budgets, and new loans can feel like a mountain too high to climb. So let's forget the mountain for a moment. Let's focus on the first step. Start small. Here's a simple 10-minute action plan you can do right now to move from feeling powerless to feeling proactive. For the first 2 minutes, go to annualcreditreport.com. This is the only official, federally authorized site for your free reports. Don't be fooled by lookalike sites. Request your report from just one of the 3 bureaus: Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. We're starting with one to keep it manageable. Then, immediately open your calendar and schedule reminders to pull the other 2 reports, spacing them 4 months apart. By pulling one report every 4 months, you can effectively monitor your credit for free all year long, catching any new issues or inaccuracies as they appear. Now, for the next 5 minutes, scan the report you just pulled. Don't get bogged down in the tiny details. Look at the big stuff first. Is your name spelled correctly? Is your address and social security number accurate? Then, quickly scan the list of accounts. Do you recognize them all? Flag anything that looks odd, incorrect, or unfamiliar. The goal here is not to fix anything right now. It's simply to perform triage, to identify the problems. You're creating a roadmap for what to tackle later. This act of identifying is the first step toward resolving. For the final 3 minutes, pick one small, concrete action you can take this week. Just one. It could be setting up autopay on a utility bill to ensure it's never late. It could be downloading a budgeting app and linking your bank account. Or it could be targeting your smallest debt for payoff. Choose one thing and write it down. That's it. In just 10 minutes, you've moved from paralysis to progress. You've accessed your official information, you've done a quick diagnostic review, and you've committed to a single achievable action. You haven't fixed everything, but you've done the most important thing. You've started. Bad credit feels like a prison, locking you out of the life you want to build. But what you must realize is that you are not powerless. You are holding the key. Every on-time payment, every disputed error, every dollar saved is an act of turning that key in the lock. The path forward is paved with these consistent, disciplined actions. Live on a written budget so you are in command of your money. Pay every single bill on time, using autopay as your safety net. Attack your debt systematically, using a method like the debt snowball. And make it a yearly ritual to check your credit reports and dispute any and all errors you find. Don't wait for the right time. The right time is now. Start today. Take that first small step you wrote down in your 10-minute plan. That single action is the first step on the path to financial freedom. Your new financial future begins now.